nearlydanish.com.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Okay. This is mock test 10. We're back to the mock test. Yes, I'm recording. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, so there's a bunch of you here that are here for the first time. We started practicing on the 27th of August. So we start these sessions 3 months before the exam, exactly 3 months before the exam. All the sessions are recorded and uploaded to the YouTube channel. It's called Nearly Danish TV. Go to the channel, click on playlists, and there is a playlist for Melbo Escapes Porn for winter 2025 and Infos That's Porn for winter 2025. So you can catch up on all the sessions that you missed. Okay, it's 36 days to the test. So we're slowly but surely getting there. Slowly but surely running out of time. If you are just starting, yes, you can still pass the test. It's still enough time to prepare. However, you can't take it easy. You're going to have to put yourself under a bit more pressure. Okay? I have something for you regarding that, and I'll talk about it. All right. The whole point of this thing is for you to get your profile to 100%. The way to get your profile to 100% is to do each and every single quiz on your profile 9 times. That's what I recommend. Okay, I know now I remember what I was forgetting. People are drawing on the screen. Disable annotation for others. Delete all the drawings. Come on, Slim. Clear all drawings. Okay, done. Sorry about that. What was I saying? Yes, you have to do every single quiz on your profile at least 9 times. There is someone that's actually done that. Tiram. Round of applause to Tiram. And he's the one that was asking about something about 99.9%. By the way, anyways, enough talking. Let's move on. So Hannah. So there are people that are actively working towards this goal. Hannah is, I think, top 3 or top 5, can't remember, but Hannah completed 105 quizzes at 7 a.m. this morning. Wow. Wow! Round of applause to Hannah. The name of the game is for this test is you get out what you put in, okay? I know people look for shortcuts and sometimes you get lucky, but look, just put in the work, focus for the next 36 days, put in the work, go to the test. It will be a walk in the park. You do it 5-10 minutes, you're out, done. And you never have to think about this ever again in your life. Think about that. Just focus for the next 36 days and you never have to deal with this ever again in your life. Anyways, the 30-day challenge is on its way. Okay, so I've started creating the 30-day challenge. Hopefully, I'll be done with it in the next couple of days. And if you basically follow the 30-day challenge, you will complete every single one of the quizzes on the website. Also, there is a 14-day challenge. So the 30-day challenge is if you want to take 30 days to do it. There's a 14-day challenge. It's already on your profile. I'll just show you. So go to your profile, click on it, and you see this big red button here that says 14-day challenge. You click on that, and all the quizzes have been broken down into 14 straight days. Okay? I challenge you to do this. I'm going to create the one for 30 days as well, but the 14-day challenge is there. Do 14 days, your frequently asked questions, Danish values, current affairs, previous exams, la-di-da, okay? All the work that you need to do is on your profile, so just focus and do the work. Okay, excusez-moi. All right, let's start. right, so Denmark, so Christian the Fourth got Denmark involved in the 30-Year War in 1625, and 4 years later, he pulled Denmark out after a massive defeat. Okay, 64 people got this wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
For all the people that are new here, the point of this is to come here and make your mistakes, go back, practice, and then come back and test yourself. So we have mock tests twice a week. A mock test is basically like a simulation of the real test. 45 questions in total, 35 questions from the book, 5 questions from current affairs, and 5 questions from Danish values. All right, moving on. Next one. Nam Prem Vero Ananda Mimi. Okay, we've talked about this a whole bunch of times. So, well, 78 people got this right. More than half of you got this wrong. This is, oh man, I'm trying not to be disappointed, but guys, come on, man. We've been putting in work, huh? Okay, I'll explain this. So, what's going on here? So, 1500s, the Protestant ideas of Martin Luther came to Denmark, spread by Hans Tausen. The king saw that as an opportunity to declare independence from the Roman Catholic Church. So he took the advantage, and there was a war between the Catholics and the Protestants, and the Protestants won. The king at the time was Christian the Third. That's what this question is about. All right, next one. Nicoletta. It's okay. It's fine. We still have time. Man. Okay, so mandatory military service had been increased from, I think it was 4 months, and now it's 11 months. That's what this question is about. How many people got this wrong? 74 people got it wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Please get it right next time. Oh, by the way, I've completely updated all the quizzes on the site. I will be doing a reset of some of the updated quizzes. So if you see that, you lose some points on your profile, do not be alarmed. It's going to happen to everyone, but I'm doing that so that you can also practice the new questions that were added. Okay, so we have Hasfac, Mimi, PB, Farshid, and B7. Next one.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so this is a tough one, I can tell. You guys are not doing too well on this, but like I always say, it's better to make your mistakes in the mock test than to make it in the real test. I can't remember what chapter this is from. Is it 5 or something? Okay, someone is saying, where can I find the 30-day challenge? It will be on your profile in the next couple days. Okay, so it's not there yet. I will put it there. So just be patient. In the meantime, the 14-day challenge is there. So start with that. All right. What's going on here? 84 people got that wrong. So that's almost half of you.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one. Okay, Hasfac, B7, Nam, Farshid, and Mimi. So It's beginning to look like the usual suspects. I know Hasfak, I know B7, I know Nam, I know Farshid. I don't know Mimi, or maybe I do and I've forgotten. But anyways, that's the top 5. Hala is the highest climber, up 50 places. Wow! All right, next one. You know the answer to this. It's a frequently asked question. Let's do well on this, okay? All right, finally. Let me talk about this for a second. Okay, so if you want to pass this test, the test is made up of a mixture of frequently asked questions and new questions, brand new questions that have never been asked before. So you're going to see at least 20 frequently asked questions. And now to get that covered for you, go to your profile and you see a collection of quizzes called Most Frequently Asked Questions. Most Frequently Asked Questions. And there's about 200 of them. Make sure you know the answers to every single one of these questions because you're going to see at least 20 of them. Okay? If the test is harder, then it's less frequently asked questions. If it's easier, then it's more frequently asked questions. So to make your life easy, just, get this down pat. If you're starting now, this should be the first thing that you do. All right. Then to get yourself covered for the rest of the brand new questions, you're just going to have to go through all the quizzes and all the chapters. And if you do that, you're going to pass the test. All right. Next one. Static top 5.
Static top 5.
Yes, it's always 3 choices. Three to 4 years. 59 people got this wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
By the way, all your mistakes will show up on your profile. Fix them later on. We have a static top 5 yet again.
Static top 5.
All right, next one. Yes, so after the Napoleon Wars, Denmark had to give up Norway because they made an alliance with the wrong side, and Napoleon lost the war. Okay, so how many people got this wrong? 31 people got that wrong. Fix it. Okay, so we have Hasfak, Farshid, B7, Nam, and Mimi. Saul is back in the game with 3 in a row.
Oh my! He's on fire!
Next one. Chris, you need to participate in the game, okay? That's the only way. If you're not participating, join up. I'm gonna send you a video on how to join, okay? Okay, next one. What's going on here? Okay, so oh man, today is a bad day, yeah? Damn. Okay. Adriana, 1 second, yeah. I'm a bit overwhelmed. Today is a bad day. I am actually feeling bad for you guys. I guess I need to take my own advice. And anyways, look, if you're not doing too well today, it's okay. Um, you're just figuring out what you don't know. Okay? 109 people got this wrong.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage for me as well. Yeah, okay. So now you know what you don't know.
Now you know what you don't know.
Let's move on. Okay. Hasfac also didn't know that. So I guess it's not too bad. B7, Mimi, Vero, Bloom, and Nam, top 5. 20 people lost their answer streak of 3. Okay, 16.3% are immigrants and their descendants. 67 people got that wrong. Static top 5. Chapter 5. Okay, Emily DeForest sang Only Teardrops and won the Eurovision in 2013. All right, next one.
Uh-oh.
All right, it's the right to call a new election. 77 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Mithy, don't worry about that. Just focus on answering the questions, okay? All right. Yeah, the answer is yes. 61 people got that wrong. 6 people lost the answer streak of 3. We have a static top 5 yet again.
Static top 5.
Okay, so this is a brand new question. So this is in chapter 5, I think it was 4 or 5 new people were added in literature. And she is one of them. So I'm not surprised that you got this wrong. That's okay. Remember, I said that I was updating the quizzes, so everything is updated now. I'll be doing a reset, and you can already find the questions on your profiles. But yes, this is one of the new questions. We're gonna have a session for all the new material that was added to the book. All right, next one. All right, this is an FAQ. Okay, so I could tell, most of you are used to this question, which is really good. 168 people got that right. So that's the best performing question tonight. Only 7 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one. Okay, where are we? Question number 20 now. Another new person in the book.
Uh-oh.
2021, the book came out. 84 people got that wrong, so almost half of you. It's a tough one tonight, eh? But Farshid, of course, got that right. B7 right. Bloom holding number 1. Of course, Bloom is holding number 1. Vero and Nam 4-5. Rio is back with an answer streak of 3.
Great job.
It's authors, chapter 5. Next one. This is testing your detail.
Uh-oh.
On the 15th of June, 1920. So this is after the First World War. Denmark and Sønderjylland were reunited, and the border was shifted southwards on the 15th of June, 1920. King Christian X rode across the border. There's a picture of him on, I think, in the book. But anyways, this was Denmark reuniting with Sønderjylland, 1920, 15th of June. Next one. Okay. You know the answer to this, FAQ. All right, well done. So the name of the first parliament was Rigsdagen, and it was made up of the upper and lower house. The upper house was Landsting, and it was, I think it was the landowners that were in there, and Folketing. And that was more representatives from, the regular people. How many people got this wrong? 44 people got it wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
This is a frequently asked question, so this is a question that you must know the answer to. Okay, we have a static top 5. We've got Bloom, Farshid, Vero, Nam, and Muhammad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 people lost the answer streak of 4. Next one.
Uh-oh.
All right, so Greenland's highest point is 3,694 meters above sea level. All of these questions are from the book, okay? So they could throw any of these questions at you. I'm testing you guys. 98 people got this right.
Excellent.
74 people got it wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one. Static top 5.
Static top 5.
LVZ back in the game with an answer streak of 3.
Oh my! He's on fire!
Okay, so in June 2022, there was a referendum about Denmark's defense reservations with the EU. Those were scrapped. The reason for this was because of Russia attacking Ukraine. Okay, so 76 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Mohammed, I'm not going to answer that question now because we're in the middle of a game. So please talk to me at the end of the session. We have a static top 5. Next one. Okay, so parliamentarism was written into the Constitution in 1953, and that was the year that that was the last time the Constitution was changed. Another change that was written into the Constitution at the time was making it possible for women to inherit the throne, and that's how come Queen Margaret II could inherit the throne from her dad. Parliamentarism was created in 1901, and it basically states that a government cannot have a majority against it in parliament. Okay, how many people got this wrong? 64 people got it wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one. By the way, that is a frequently asked question. So please get it right next time. Okay, that was a weak spot.
Now you know what you don't know.
This is from chapter 6, and it's basically, Denmark is becoming more and more of a tourist destination, and there were about 66 overnight visits. Sorry, 66 million overnight visits recorded in Denmark in 2024. All right, more than half of you got this wrong. Well, your mistake will appear in your profile. Fix it later. Okay, so Vero fell out of the top 5. Nam is now at number 3. Mohammed, number 4. B7 is back at number 5. 8 people hit an answer streak of 8.
Excellent.
Okay, we've got 23 questions? Anyways, let's go. I hope you made the list. I hope you made the list. We're going to find out who didn't make the list. Let's see. Okay, well done. So at least 122 of you have made that list. Well, I'm hoping. 47 people have not. Please make a list of all the political parties in parliament, the year that they were created, the year they were first voted into parliament, and their leader. Next one. Hasfac is back. Come on. I don't even need to say anything about this, right?
Excellent.
Yes, so this is the most frequently asked question. And it has the highest probability of showing up in the next test. So for the 9 people that got this wrong, please, 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 if there's any question that you must know the answer to, it's this. Women got the right to vote in 1915.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one. Static top 5.
Static top 5.
FH highest climber up 6 places. Yes, so you can keep getting voted back into parliament if you can keep convincing people to vote for you. All right, 21 people got that wrong. Get it right next time. Static top 5.
Excellent.
All right, 23 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Okay, static top 5.
Static top 5.
We've got Bloom, Farshid, Now, Mohammed, and Hasfak. I think all these names are in the top 5. Sorry, top 10, or at least in the gold league, right? 10 people just hit an answer streak of 9.
Great job.
We've got 20 questions to go. No, Adriana, no. Oh, I'll explain it. Let's do this. This is a frequently asked question. Thanks, Jane. All right, so this question is about the Kanzlergeld settlement that was pioneered by Thorvald Stauning during the Great Depression. And basically was the settlement between employers and employees where certain rules were set. And also, I think what happened, he created some kind of fund or something. Can't remember all the details, but Kanzlergeld settlement 1933, Thorvald Stauning. 33 people got this wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Static top 5. We've talked about this a bunch of times. Okay, so in Denmark, there is no law for a minimum wage, unlike in other countries like the UK, for instance. In Denmark, the wages are decided by collective bargaining. Okay, 50 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one. This top 5 is not budging.
Static top 5.
Next gen, back with an answer streak of 3.
Oh my! He's on fire!
Got Bloom, Farshid, Nar, Mohammed, and Hasfak. Okay. So Europe has a parliament, and the parliament has members of parliament that are voted directly from the member countries. Every 5 years, we have European Parliament elections, and that's when we vote for members of the European Parliament, the Danish members of the European Parliament. All right, that's what this question is about. 43 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Please, this is a frequently asked question, so this is one of the questions that you must know the answer to. So please get it right next time. Okay. Also frequently asked question. 35 people got this wrong. Please get it right next time. You must know the answer to this. Hasfak moving up now. Next one. All right. So, Anders Bevelsen. So, what's the co-op movement? From the second half of the 1800s, started in Denmark. And there's some companies that still exist till this day. Co-op and Arla are two examples of those in Denmark. 20 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Please get it right next time. Brand new question, chapter 5, from film. All right, so Mads Mikkelsen is one of the most famous Danish actors. Actually, he's one of the most famous actors in general. And I'd say he is the most famous Danish actor at the moment. And in 2012, he won the prize, I think, for Best Actor in Cannes 2012 for Jagten. And he was also in the movie called Druk that won an Oscar in 2021, I think. Okay, how many people got this wrong? 99 people got this wrong. Man.
Now you know what you don't know.
All right, this is a brand new question. I'm not surprised that most of you got this wrong. Like I said, all the quizzes have been updated. Everything is on your profile. So when you're practicing, you're going to come across this. All right, next one. Frequently asked question.
Excellent.
Okay, next one. Okay, in the 90s, that was when Storbelt was inaugurated between Fyn and Sjælland. I'm actually surprised that this people got this wrong. This many people got this wrong. But anyways, moving on to the next one. All right, Margaret the First was Valdemar Atterdag's daughter, and she took over after he died in 1375. She is also the queen that created the Kalmar Union that united Denmark, Sweden, and Norway. Okay, 35 people got this wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one. We have a static top 5.
Static top 5.
All right, so the last history question before we go to current affairs. T-Boy, it's the best for you. Not for the rest of the people, man. You've been practicing. Well done. Okay, so the first Dogma film from Lars von Trier was The Idiots. 39 people got this wrong. Well,
Now you know what you don't know.
this is from chapter 5, from film in chapter 5. All right, that was the last question from the book. Now we're moving to current affairs. And current affairs follow certain themes. I will be discussing the themes as we go through. At the moment, we have Bloom, Farshid, Hasfak, Nam, and Mimi. By the way, if you're not doing well tonight, please don't feel bad. I know I was feeling bad, but you guys improved, and I'm happy again. Please don't feel bad. All your mistakes will show up on your profile. Fix them and come back again to test yourself. I put in a whole bunch of new questions in here, so I'm not surprised that a lot of people got some of those wrong. All right, next one. Okay, so the theme for this is the government. So the government is made up of the prime minister and all the ministers. Specifically, we're asking about Matthias Tesfaye. He is the children and education minister. Last week, we practiced, I think we did political parties and their leaders, and we also did the ministers. And people were saying it's tedious. Well, it is tedious, but it's necessary because questions like this could pop up on the actual test. 44 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one. All right, Farshid now at number 1. Farshid is well known here. Farshid has been practicing with us since the beginning on the 27th of August. And also he was with us, I think it was during the summer. Round of applause to Farshid. Some people are arguing about how come Margaret the First was queen. Remember, those were the Middle Ages, okay? Anyways, moving on. Next one. Okay, so the theme of this is famous dead people. By the way, all of these questions are created from the posts on the current affairs post in the group. Let me see if I can find it and show you guys quickly. 1 second. How do I get this thing? Shucks, wait. Okay. So, let me just pull this down. All right. So, in the group, okay, Danish citizenship test. You see this post here called Current Affairs. Click on that and you will see all the news items being posted here. So I am posting a whole bunch of stuff and I create questions from these. And there is a bunch of other people that are contributing to this. Every now and again, I go through the list and I prune some things that are irrelevant. So please contribute to this list as well. This is where all the questions are coming from. I saw someone asking about that in the chat. You can find it here. All right, moving on. Next one. Yes, so this is, well, kind of classed under political parties and the leaders. He's not a political party leader, but he's the head of Folketing, the first speaker in parliament. 47 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
You can find practice for all of this on your profile under current affairs. All right, static top 5. Next one. Ren. We'll talk about it. Okay, so I have a very strong feeling that this specific question is going to show up on the test. So he is the future king, so Crown Prince Christian, turned 20 on the 15th of October. The theme of this is the royal family, so a major event in the royal family. And the future king turned 20. There's also a theme where the anniversary of it's an anniversary that's a multiple of 10. So this fits in that as well. All right, next one. Yes, read them fast. Read them. Okay, so the theme of this is the security situation in Denmark at the moment, given the war in Ukraine. As you know, there was the issues with the drones at the airports. There was a submarine, a Russian submarine found in Kattegat. And now there are some NATO practice operations happening in the Danish airspace, and Denmark is participating. The one that's happening between the 13th of October and the 24th of October is called Steadfast Noon. All right, that's the theme for this. Hopefully that made sense. Don't feel too bad if you're not getting these right. These are current affairs. Okay, so that was the end of current affairs. There's only 5 questions in current affairs. We have Farshid, Bloom, Nam, Hasfak, and Mimi. Last 5 questions is Danish values. Okay. All right. We're going to have a Danish value session about 2 weeks before the test. I'll explain how to approach the questions. In my opinion, the Danish values questions are actually the easiest questions in the whole test. They are also the most important because if you fail more than one of them, you fail the whole test. There's a very logical way to approach the questions. And the good news is that some of them actually start repeating themselves, have started repeating themselves. All right, 23 people got that wrong. Static top 5, next one. All right, well done. Okay. Next one. 2 more and we're done for tonight. All right. After this, I'll say something. T-Boy, what happened, man? Okay, so I can see the chat is on fire today. Yeah, a whole bunch of people are asking questions in there. I can't answer all your questions because we're in the middle of a game, and I don't want to distract all the people that are playing. So after the session, so hang around until after the session, and I'll answer all your questions. After this, we're gonna do Melbo Escapes Pawn. I highly recommend that you join that and play as well. And then at the end of the session, we'll have some time where I can answer your questions. All right, last question.
Excellent.
You guys actually did really, so the Danish values questions were the questions with the highest accuracy tonight. Well done. All right, podium time. Nam at number 3. Bloom at number 2, and of course Farshid at number 1. These are the usual suspects. And we got Hasfak and Nini 4-5. Nini, I'm not gonna forget you next time, okay? Well done.
NewlyDanish.com.